Yummy. Hey guys, it's actually day 2 of the challenge. I did oil pull yesterday. I'm gonna put that clip at the end for a blooper for you. Turned out really great, you'll see. I wanted to do a kind of explanation about the oil pulling. So I have been oil pulling for years, just on and off, not like consistently. Maybe on average, maybe like once or twice a week. So it'll be interesting to see if I do it every day for a month, how I'll feel. So cheers to day 2, cheers to good health, and I'll see you on day 3. Hey guys, it's day 3. I did not want to oil pull this morning. I'm really craving an apple with almond butter, and I just wanted to eat it now, but if you oil pull, you have to wait 15 minutes, you know, before you eat, and then you have to brush your teeth after you oil pull. So, but anyways, it's kind of nice. It forces you to like really think about the first thing you eat in the morning. Like, you know, you can't just go grab anything. You already have to wait because oil pulling. So what you could do is, you know, maybe take the time to cook something nice, like, you know, hard boil an egg or make an omelet, or, you know, cut up some nice fruit, something like that. So you can do that while you're oil pulling, and it can start your day off really nice, which is something I actually love about oil pulling. So to inspire me to oil pull this morning, I thought I would look up some of the benefits, and here's what I found. So it can kill harmful bacteria in your mouth. So the oil kills the bacteria, but it also like kind of absorbs, in a way, the bacteria. So all the bacteria kind of goes into the oil, and then that's why you don't want to swallow the oil. When you're done, you want to spit it out. I just spit mine out in a trash can. And then you want to brush your teeth, because you're going to have toxins like kind of that came like out of your gums, out of your cheeks, out of your throat. And so all this stuff is literally, that's why it's oil pulling. It's pulling all this bacteria into the oil. So you want to spit that out and rinse your mouth, like with, you know, brush your teeth, maybe even like mouthwash with something that kills some of that germs that came out. Reduce bad breath. I mean, I think we all know bad breath comes from bacteria. And some people, you know, they might have bacteria and stuff like deep, way back in their throat and back teeth and stuff that a toothbrush is not going to reach. So this oil pulling really gets all that bacteria from every degree and angle. May help prevent cavities. Yes, so like I said, I've been oil pulling regularly on and off for like years. And I don't have cavities when I go to the dentist. Seems to reduce inflammation and improve gum health. Yes, definitely. Also, side note, I don't know if you know, but a lot of diseases start in your mouth. For example, I know that there's a connection between cardiovascular health and your oral hygiene. So yeah, just a side note there. If you keep your mouth clean, it's also helping your heart, which who would have guessed that, right? And then also it can have an anti-inflammatory effect. So inflammation is caused by, one thing is bacteria. So if you're taking out that bacteria, then you're decreasing your inflammation. So that was enough to help me remember the benefits of oil pulling this morning. And so I will be oil pulling, and then I'm going to cook something nice, or I'll probably chop up an apple and do some almond butter, and then I'll brush my teeth and maybe rinse them out. And cheers to day 3. Guys, it's day 4. Need more oil soon. Alright, day 5. Hey guys, good morning. It's day 6 and I'm about to oil pull. And I will talk about on day 7 how to oil pull, what to do and what not to do. Alright, see you. Hey guys, it's day 7. So how to oil pull. So what you want to do is get a tablespoon of oil. It can be coconut oil, which is my favorite, olive oil, or sesame seed oil. these are the oils that have been traditionally used in this practice. So traditionally, there's 2 ways you can do it. You can let the oil just sit there. You know, you're not moving around. And then there's another practice where you are moving it around. So what I like to do is a little bit of both during the 15 to 20 minutes where the oil is in my mouth. So sometimes I'll just let it sit there, do its job absorbing toxins. Sometimes I'll move it around to really make sure it's getting in every area of my mouth. And with that being said, I like to kind of move it around more in the beginning because it's kind of like getting everywhere, and then let it sit there to soak up, as opposed to letting it sit there, get all these toxins, and then be moving that all around your mouth. Either way though, it's really all fine. Okay, so tablespoon, your choice of oil, in your mouth, 15 to 20 minutes. Let it sit there or swish around. And then you want to not lay on your back while you're doing this, because all the oil will go towards the back of your mouth or your throat, and that's going to be all toxins just sitting at the back of your throat, and that could end up causing a sore throat or something, so you don't want to do that. And so then you want to spit it out. I spit my oil out in the trash can. I know some people spit it out outside for whatever reason. I mean, that works. Just don't spit it out in your toilet or sink, things like that, because it could cause a clog. And so that's pretty much it. And then before you eat or drink anything, you want to brush your teeth and maybe rinse out your mouth like I previously said, because it's going to be toxins just kind of still residual in your mouth after you spit out the oil. And then I want to say, this should be done first thing in the morning, before you drink anything, before you brush your teeth, before you eat anything, before you take any supplements, anything like that, because you want to really get as much as you can. So in other words, if you drink water right when you wake up, I mean, that's a good habit, but if you're planning on oil pulling, you know, you missed some of those toxins. You could have swallowed some of those toxins that you could have got out. So anyways, and then the reason it's done in the morning as opposed to night is because maybe you just ate dinner or something like that, and it can literally like pool up, you know, it has a pooling motion, so you don't want to, like, it could cause indigestion, etc. So that's why people usually do it in the morning, because you haven't ate in a long time. Alright guys, and I just wanted to make the note that I'm about to go downstairs and oil pull, but I just wanted to make the note that this morning my mouth felt like I needed to oil pull. It's kind of like when you are drinking more water, I feel like, and you're just craving more water. It's kind of like that, I think. Like maybe if your body knows like it will get rid of toxins through the mouth every morning, maybe it like deposits some toxins there. I'm not sure, but I will see you on day 8, and I want to talk about who should oil pull. I got some new oil! Yay! Got it from Aldi. Alright guys, so today I want to talk about who should oil pull. Alright, so I'll get right into it. People with bad breath, obviously. People with their gum line receding. People that always have cavities or just like a bad report every time they go to the dentist. If you're intermittent fasting, because you're not eating in the morning anyways, so you're not gonna like miss eating breakfast right away or anything like that, and it can help keep you on track. Like, oh, I really want to eat, but I have to oil pull anyways. So it can really help keep you on track in the morning if you're intermittent fasting. If you need to detox, whether you just want to be extra healthy and detox, or whether if it's maybe you've been exposed to a lot of toxins in your life, or heavy metals, or gone through like chemotherapy or radiation treatments, or worked in a chemical factory or nail salon, anything where you might have been around a lot of chemicals, it could be good for you. Along with that is if you're currently breastfeeding, you know, your throat and mouth is pretty close to your chest area, so any toxins you can get away from breastfeeding is also a great idea. Also, just if you want to take one small step to improve your health, then oil pulling is for you. I would say as early as as early as a child can understand to hold the oil in their mouth and not swallow it, to any old age where they are wanting to oil pull too. It's totally safe. Alright guys, so I'm going to take a tablespoon of this and I'll see you on day 9. It's the next day of the challenge and I have my best friend here, so we're gonna oil pull this morning.
Okay. Cheers.
Cheers. Alright guys, so for the rest of the video I'm just gonna kind of debrief how my month of oil pulling went. So I just want to say that you know, this is not something that's gonna be any like miracle is gonna happen overnight or something. It's kind of like, you know, taking your multivitamins every day. It's just like kind of preventative. So you have to just believe that it's working, just believe that it's taking out the toxins and things like that. But I did notice a reduction in my acne on my cheeks, something that I wasn't expecting. So, I mean, it does make sense though because the cheeks are right there, right by your mouth. So, and then it gets to the point after you oil pull a lot, your teeth will not feel as clean if you just brush and floss and things like that. You can tell a difference when you oil pull. So I definitely did enjoy it. The worst thing about it is when you wake up and if you want to just drink water or eat breakfast, you can't right away. But sometimes that's a good thing. It forces you to really think about what you're eating in the morning and things like that. But overall, I had a really good experience and I am still oil pulling now that this challenge is over, maybe about 6 times a week. Alright guys, it's day 1. Thank you guys as always so much for watching and I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys.
Whenever your heart is broken.